Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, and we're back to check out another zombie shooter here today. It's called Crimson Earth 2. It's available for $3. It's made by Technology, and it came out just recently on November 9th. And yeah, that's about all I know about it. It looks pretty decent from what I've just kind of taken a little preview and gotten used to some of the controls so far, but there was one little detail that kind of raised an eyebrow for me, and that is, as you probably guessed, this is the sequel to Crimson Earth 1, but Crimson Earth 1 came out back in July of this year, 2017, so this is a sequel to a game that is not even 6 months old. And, you know, that does make one wonder. The other thing that kind of made me wonder is it looks like one of the maps in here is actually from a pre-made map pack that we saw back when I previewed the game Dead Purge, which was, you know, admittedly a self-described asset flip, but it was not a bad asset flip. And by that I mean, you see a lot of asset flip packages that like put together like a hodgepodge of either free or cheap asset packs, barely strings them together with gameplay, and then tries to sell it for like $1 or something. But a good asset flipping package is like when a game developer that actually knows how to program buys some pretty good looking pre-made graphics that, you know, aren't ugly and look like they were drawn with crayon, and then puts them together in a meaningful package that you can actually enjoy. So there's nothing wrong with using pre-made assets. It's actually somewhat common depending on how much or how little a studio uses. So this might be one of the examples of a pretty decent one, because things look pretty okay so far. The Steam page for this is full of a lot of positive reviews, but we won't know until we jump in here. So let's just grab a map. We'll just start in the parking lot. We'll spawn at Where Is My Caddy and see where we go from there. So the mission starts out pretty simplistically. We have a set of controls here, pretty standard. We can change weapon by hitting E. I don't think I have any extra weapons because I haven't bought any weapons yet, but we can throw grenades. It looks like we have perks that we can enable once we get some experience. We can zoom in and out on our character with the scroll wheel, and we can change our view angle with the page up button, which is kind of weird, but that's fine. We can adjust the volume, yada yada, pretty basic stuff. Let's go shoot some zombies. So basically the game is telling me, hey Larry, there's 200 zombies in here, so enjoy yourself. And that's a lot of zombies, actually. Now that I think about it, that is an exorbitant amount of zombie, especially if you don't get a perfect headshot. A lot of these zombies take a fair amount of ammunition in order to kill. So I don't know, there might be some special zombies. I haven't really gotten super deep in here. I just played the first couple minutes of a first little single-player mission here to get a feel for the controls and make sure the game wasn't gonna crash on me, which it hasn't. It actually performs relatively well. But if this is all that there is, boy, this is one boring game. So, yeah, I mean, ostensibly what we're doing is we're just shooting all these lovely boys and girls that want to come have a lovely snack on our brain parts and just enjoy our evening. I mean, these zombies are having a heck of a time. Look at what passion they have, what enthusiasm they have for eating my delicious brains. Like, you gotta give people credit where credit is due. It's hard to be passionate in this day and age at just about anything, when so many products and so many services online offer you instant gratification. You know, pursuing your passion of eating human brains in possibly the last human soldier alive on Earth, that takes some dedication. I gotta give these zombies credit. It also seems like I can walk over dead zombie bodies that still have their heads intact and get a headshot when their ragdolls' heads go pop. So that's interesting. You know, this doesn't control that bad either. There is kind of like a weird wibble wobble with the animation and the camera when I'm kind of strafing back and forth and walking around, but it's not terrible. The only thing that's actually bothering me realistically is that when I aim at something, I kind of have to aim off to the right side because of the angle that my character's at. They're shooting and their bullets are listing off to the left pretty significantly. So as I aim over there, look at where my bullets are going. That, I don't like that. That's not good. That needs some adjustment if the creators of this are actually looking to improve upon things. So it looks like I'm literally just mopping up the same slow-moving horde of zombies. Like, legitimately. And that is the least satisfying grenade I think I have ever thrown in a game ever. Like, there wasn't even an explosion animation. Although that right there is good comedy gold. Those ragdolls hanging up into the ceiling. I haven't seen that since I played that game, The Hidden. The one that was popularized by the YouTuber C Nanners for a while. Like, you could literally jank people's dead bodies up into the ceiling and leave them as like a weird horror show for the other survivors of the game. So this is actually really, really boring. And possibly the least challenging zombie shooter that I have played in a very long time. And I have played a fair number of generic zombie horde shooters on Steam, both cheap, free, and keys that people have sent to me. Now, there's nothing wrong with a good zombie horde shooter if you make it reasonably challenging. And what I say by that is, like, these guys are slowly lurching after me, these guys and gals, because we got a few sexy lady zombies who look like their throat was cut, actually. Basically what I'm looking for is you need like a zombie to, when they get up close to you, they lunge at you really fast. Like they start to sprint. Because these guys aren't dangerous. Like I can slowly kite these 200 zombies around for an hour without feeling particularly endangered. So I could either just slowly kill these guys, or I could just wait and throw one grenade like I did earlier and just take out half the pack. And it would be really nice if I could get... what do these perks even do? So the perks don't even tell you what they do until you click on them. I'm assuming I now have like a special reactive armor because I glow pink now. I don't think I'm part of the Sailor Moon crew. I don't have like a magic pink wand. What are the zombies doing? The zombies are wandering off into a wall? Oh, okay. That's cool. I guess that's exciting. So, yeah, I mean, these zombies don't do anything special. There's no special zombies that I have to work my way around. All these zombies are boring. They're slow. They don't do anything. I haven't been hit once. And I haven't even been especially careful with my behavior in this game. So whatever my magic glow powers did, they're apparently gone now. So maybe these are like, maybe these aren't actually talents. Maybe they're just like temporary activatables. I have fire bullets now. It would be cool if there was a little text that kind of popped up and said, "Hey Larry, you've got fire bullets now. Enjoy, buddy boy." Because this is actually like a legitimate replacement for grenades. If you run out of grenades, you could activate fire bullets, and then you could just pepper the crowd of zombies, light them all on fire like you had a Molotov cocktail, and they would all just run at you and slowly burn to death. Okay. What is down here? Hold on. Do I have a flashlight button? I do not have a flashlight button. I am able to come down here, but I cannot see what is happening down here other than some of the reflections are causing a couple of graphical hiccups. So I can't go into the dark places in this particular map because the lighting engine is not adept enough or advanced enough to provide me with basically anything to... Wait, some of these guys are getting green looking. Some of these are just the same model, but they've been run through a green editor in, like, Photoshop. So, does that mean they have more health? Does that just mean the lighting engine is derpy? I don't know. This is really... Okay, I'm just gonna say, this is really boring, and I would not pay for this in any dimension if I was not doing this for, like, a YouTube preview or a YouTube review. Now, it does look like these zombies are articulated to fall to pieces. Like, you can shoot their legs off, it looks like. Yeah, and they start crawling a little bit. That is actually kind of neat. Like, the zombies are modular. that they can have a bunch of articulated joints and pieces so that you can dismember them in chunks. I like that. I mean, that's basically the whole reason why I played Killing Floor 2. But yeah, they need some zombies that are actually interesting. This is just literally the most generic thing I've ever seen. So let's jump out of this, because there's clearly nothing to see here. Can I buy a new weapon? I have 180 zombie bucks. I can buy Tesla's toy. Alright, I got a new gun. Cool. Let's go into single player. Let's go to Infect Town. Let's go to Elm Street 13. And I'm going to show you this. So this map might look a little bit familiar to anyone who watched my Dead Purge video. It's that kind of like vaguely Chinatown looking alley map where you could shoot a couple of zombies. The only real difference is that you don't really have that like really nice engine that they put everything into, where they had like a zillion light rays and blooms and reflections. It's all kind of like those stock reflections that you see thrown into Unity. So yeah, I mean, this must be a stock map of some variety. Oh, this is a cool gun. It's a Tesla coil gun. Alright, so how does this work? Zap! And the zombies explode when you shoot them with this into rubble. They don't explode into gore, they explode into rubble. This is also not an AoE gun. This is like some weird Tesla gun. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure these assets are pre-made. I just wish that this game actually had something to do in it. Like, yes, I will grant you that you can shoot zombies. That is not enough in a zombie shooter anymore. In Killing Floor 2, for example, you can shoot lots of special kinds of zombies that come in different arrangements. They provide you different types of challenges and, you know, different types of threats based upon when they come at you, how many of some specific type of special mob come at you, all of that stuff. But this is really, really boring. This is just the same type of, like, handful of zombies. There's, like, generic man zombie, generic soldier man zombie, generic woman zombie number 5. There's absolutely no variety to this except for the maps. That's it. And the maps are okay, but again, I'm not entirely certain that's because the developers made the maps or because they bought the maps, put in some zombie models, and let them all be shot. I will also say that the zombie color palette does not look like it belongs in any of these maps in particular. Like, in the parking garage that we were in earlier, the zombies' kind of color palette, color scheme, kind of looks like it belongs in a more kind of earth tone map, like a deserty map or like an outdoors map. Not like a blue kind of gray sterile map like that parking garage. They've fit a little bit better into this map because it's kind of got that red ochre color going on. Those red ochre hues. But not crazy interesting either. Now I do note that some of these zombies changed color before. Didn't change their behavior at all. So I'm going to say this is actually a pretty lackluster game. It's not very good. It functions okay. Let's see what it's like in first-person mode. Oh my god, what is going on with this camera? This is something, alright. I hope you guys like a permanent ragdoll effect, like your gun has got Parkinson's disease and you're going into some type of seizure. Because that is what you are getting here. It is a lot easier to aim in first-person mode. Although, the smoke is way, way, way overdone. Just look at this. As I shoot, the smoke obscures my vision. Completely obscures my vision. And when I aim down the sights with this gun, the sight, the actual scope, is in my way. Yeah, this is looking like an asset flipper. And while it looks better than your average one, because, you know, it's got a good middle-of-the-road engine kind of look going on, it's certainly not crazy interesting either. So I'm going to say this is a pass. Even on a sale, I probably wouldn't waste the money on this. Unless, of course, you wanted to get, like, the Steam cards. Because once this sells enough copies, I'm sure they'll have Steam playing cards. it makes developers some money. They get a cut of the Steam cards when they get sold, traded, or whatever. Similar to how Valve gets the lion's share of the money for things like Steam cards. For, you know, the transaction fees and all that. I like how it even tells me that I'm on a crazy killing spree when... Oh, and there's bullet time a little bit. So it tells me I go on a killing spree, even though it's not like I have an enemy in here that's going to stop me from killing the zombies. The zombies sure aren't gonna stop me. They can't even help themselves. Okay, I got 3 achievements together. Alright, well, that certainly is something. So yeah, I mean, this is Crimson Earth 2. It's literally the generic definition of a zombie horde shooter. And there's nothing to say about it. It's really boring. There's nothing to do in it. There's no challenge whatsoever. It's just $3 to go shoot something mindlessly for... I've been doing this for 15 minutes. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. So that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. Have a good one, and toodaloo.